Hey, sports fans, Larry Eder, RunBlogRun. This is Socialing the Distance, your favorite program. And this week we feature, and this is the epilogue, we featured Ryan Crouser, the 2016 Olympic champion, and the man who has 10 of the 14 longest throws in 2020. Ryan's training down in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and good guy, great sense of humor. Remember when we had Christian Taylor, he was driving across Austria? Well, Ryan was driving across Arkansas, I think. And for the first 20 minutes of the event, he was tooling around, and then he sat down somewhere. Great guy, good sense of humor, loves his event, and really loves the sport. And a lot of fun to talk to. We talked about, we talked about everything. Talked about dealing with the pandemic, which has been a challenge for him. And he admits that there was a couple of weeks there where he's kind of going, why am I doing this? What is going on? This guy likes to be motivated. He likes to compete. He knows about his event, too. He knows what works for him. And what's been good for him about 2020 is all the intrinsical things that are around, the tertiary things that are around the shot, he has been able to work on. And that's what's helping him this year. He was surprised with his 22.91 down in lovely Atlanta in end of July. And then he trained almost 2 months. And then he had the two competitions in Des Moines where he had, I think, 10 or 11 of the throws were over 22 meters. It was huge stuff. And then we talked about his competitors. We talked about being in an Olympic event. We talked about dealing with the pandemic and how he's hoping that Tokyo will happen this next year. But he also had some really good things to say about how the Olympics bring us together. And in this time when Americans seem to be very divided, and while I think we are in some levels, there's so many things that still bring us together. But one of the things it does is every 4 years is the Olympics. People really love that. And I thought that Ryan was quite eloquent about the value of the Olympics, so I hope you guys watch that. Ryan Crouser is one of the reasons why I love the sport. He is a fine athlete. He's a thoughtful human being. He gets along with his competitors and he competes with his competitors. And he enjoys what he does, which is kind of cool to see too, in this day and age. And it's one of the reasons why we do Socialing the Distance and one of the reasons why we do RunBlogRun. So I hope you enjoy the video and the programming that we're doing. If you like us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, okay? Tell your friends too. If you love us, subscribe on YouTube. And again, stay safe. If you're going to be indoors, wear a mask. If you're outdoors, carry the mask with you. If you can't be more than 6 feet separated, then put the mask on. Stay safe. And think about other human beings. Don't think about them as Democrats or Republicans. Think about them as human beings. I think we've taken this politics stuff way too seriously. And politicians worked well together. Just remember, Harry Truman used to play cards with the head of the Republican Party, or the leaders of the Republican parties back in the 40s. He also did a 2-mile walk and had a stiff shot of the Reverend Jack afterwards. But, hey, got to respect that. Anyway, I've digressed a bit, but you know that. Thank you again for watching our Socialing the Distance. Thanks to Mike Deering for producing Socialing the Distance. Mike's with the Shoe Addicts, the agency that really helps get our stuff going in a lot of ways and creates a lot of our video work. And thank you to Ryan Crouser for taking the time today. Thanks to his agent and manager, Paul Doyle, for putting this together. This is Larry Eder with RunBlogRun, signing off.